Good morning. I wasn't going to do a video today, but I've just logged into my emails and I've seen a NHS consultation that I wasn't aware of before. So if I'm not aware of it, most, if not all of you won't be aware of it. And I'm going to share it with you right now. So those of you that saw my social media yesterday will know that I've just had a response from the CQC after getting a negative response from the General Medical Council to say, oh, you need to talk to the NHS about this. So while I'm still pursuing the CQC, there is this consultation. Now, as you can see on the screen, this is to do with care available for any ME patient within a hospital environment in England and the rest of the UK, but also at the moment the lack of a protocol for severe ME patients, which is the campaign I've been running since February. So this kind of ties in with that. So kind of follow my train of thought, please. So this is an open consultation, NHS Constitution 10-year review. Now, when I saw it because I am a social entrepreneur. I saw it because my organisation is registered with the NHS. But in this summary, it does say that they're looking for responses from patients. So this is an opportunity for your voice to be heard. So as you can see at the beginning, it says, the NHS Constitution sets out the principles, values, rights and pledges underpinning the NHS as a comprehensive health service, free at the point of use for all who use it or need it. The Constitution empowers patients, staff and the public to know and exercise their rights in order to help drive improvements in quality, efficiency and responsiveness throughout the NHS. It brings together in one place existing rights as set out in various legislation. It does not, in itself, create new rights or replace existing ones. Well, we're not asking for additional rights. We've got the same rights as everybody else. What we don't have is policies and procedures that deny us those rights of adequate care. So just to prove that it does say it wants to hear back from patients, it says over the next 8 weeks, we look forward to hearing from patients, carers, NHS staff and the public on the proposals set out in this document. We will use the feedback from the consultation to work out how best to reflect these changes in the NHS Constitution. Now, as far as I'm aware, this has only just been published. Let me see if there's a date on that. Yeah, 30th of April. So we've still got 7.5 weeks. Every 10 years, the Secretary of State must carry out a review of the NHS Constitution. It lists all the things and all the organisations, people that are to be part of this process. This includes patients, carers, organisations, members of the public. It also says NHS England, ICBs, local authorities, NHS trusts, special health authorities, NICE, Care Quality Commission. So all of this relates to my protocol campaign, Shake It Up, and this new exciting project that I'm currently working on. So people that are involved in that with me, this is why I'm going to be arranging a focus group as soon as possible. So please check your inboxes over the weekend, probably. Not got much energy today, so I doubt it'll be today. Anyway, so it goes on to say the role and the statutory duties, proposed changes. You can read this yourself. I'm going to put the link in with this post wherever you've seen this video. But it's this bit that's important, I think. Responding to deterioration. Patients and their families, carers and advocates have a critical part to play in their care and can be uniquely placed to identify deterioration in their or their loved one's condition, including where that indicates a need for an escalation in their treatment or care. We need to facilitate this input more effectively to ensure concerns are listened to and appropriately acted upon, including where there are concerns the local team are not responding to deterioration appropriately. We also need to take a structured approach to obtain information related to a patient's condition directly from patients and their loved ones, at least daily. And they've got a range of new pledges, and then they're asking respondents to the consultation to answer the question, do you agree with the proposal? And you have up to 250 words. I would, if I was you, I'm not telling you what to write, but in terms of the current situation with the very severe patients with ME. This is the important bit. We need to be able to say complaints have been made to PALS, the local MP's been contacted, lawyers have now been brought in, but because there is no ME specialist, it's a stuck situation. I don't know, maybe you could put in the new constitution, you have to say if there are no specialists within the NHS, please listen to those outside who possibly work for charities or who have contributed to the NICE guideline. Something like that. Because, you know, it's going to take many years to get an ME specialist in most NHS trusts, let alone in each individual hospital. And even then, you'd probably need more than one in case that specialist was off sick or on maternity leave or retires. So anyway, so that's a work in progress. But in the meantime, they have to have it in their constitution that they should also listen to non-NHS staff, people, doctors, particularly when they have contributed to the NICE guideline. And they are seen as experts in their own right within medical circles outside of the NHS. Anyway, so there's lots of different questions to answer. Obviously, if you've got energy, great, but that's why I'm doing this now. So you've got 7.5 weeks to fill it in. You don't have to write the whole 250-word answers for every single question, but just write what you can and contribute if you want to and if you are able to. So patient responsibilities, all this stuff about keep to appointment times and stuff, well, I think their responsibility is greater and they are not currently living up to expectations. Research, be part of research, all this stuff. You can read this yourself. I'm just flicking through it to show you ish what's in it. Leadership, that's about staff issues. Sex and gender reassignment. Don't know what that is. Technical changes to reflect the equality, all sorts. There are all sorts of questions in this thing. So yes, as I've hinted at, this in my mind now goes hand in hand with my protocol campaign, with my exciting new campaign that I'm going to keep that zipped until we've got a few things in place. But we are talking to various government departments in more than one nation. So, you know, and that's a work in progress. But now this is your opportunity to have a direct voice on an NHS consultation form. So, like I say, I will attach the link to wherever you've seen this post. Please do fill it in. You've got 7.5 weeks. Do not agonise word for word off the top of your head. Just say, this is what I want as a patient. I don't want to cause anyone additional stress with this. It's not as accessible as it could be. Is it ever? I don't know if there's a readable version because I've just seen the organisation link. But yeah, anyway, so there we go. Please do fill it in. Even if you don't have ME, you're a carer, loved one. You could put your opinion on all sorts of issues on there, but please, if you're watching this video, mention ME in your responses. I'd be really grateful. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you later.